So the fossil record shows, I know I've said this in a previous debate, it shows simple life, cells actually have too complex, and then technical proof would say something about how that shows the fossil record. But the fossil record clearly shows that what evolution says that should have been seen. So it shows cells slowly evolving to fish or creatures that can survive in the sea. And then eventually these fish will be able to go on land. And then there will be a split between reptiles and mammals. And in the fossil record, we don't see any mammals with any fish or anything like that until later on when mammals do adapt to ocean-like climates or to the ocean. But my point is, we see dinosaurs and small mammals appearing, and then after the extinction of dinosaurs, not completely all the dinosaurs extinct, but we see all these forward-like fossils showing up a little bit before they go extinct. And then we see forward fossils with a mix of every other kind of animal that exists now. But it shows, the fossil record shows what steps were needed to get to here for like birds, reptiles, mammals, and many other animals today with evidence from the fossil record. And that's it.
Thanks, Godless Galaxy. I've got a bunch of stuff written down from your opening. In regards to, let me see, dinosaurs here, the flood, a lot about the fossil record. Dinosaurs were large and live on lower elevations. So larger creatures at lower elevations will be buried first during the flood, because according to the Bible, it states that there's higher elevations with 4 rivers where humans and other animals live. Also, the flood buried not simple to complex, rather by ecosystems. This is according to the catastrophic plate tectonic model, or where the animals actually live. Burial started with shallow marine creatures, then later on land creatures. And that's what we actually find in the rock record. And the Bible did say that the flood started in the ocean, so it's no surprise that marine fossils are actually buried first. And many evolutionists actually concluded many rock layers were formed rapidly from catastrophism, because there are almost no evidence of erosion in between every rock layer in the geologic column. So they deny this, though, that it was as big as the global flood, given their own data. If the rock layers were formed rapidly, the same fossils within the rocks formed rapidly also, not by slow and gradual uniformitarianism, as evolutionists say. So evolutionists actually contradict themselves. And there is plenty of evidence that the Earth was once underwater. I mean, there are marine fossils on mountains and in landlocked areas far from the sea. Some sedimentary rock layers extend over entire continents or even farther. The deposition of those layers must have been catastrophic, or there would not have been much fossilization. There A few examples are fossils of animals giving birth, fish being eaten. This suggests sudden and rapid burial. And if we want to see a real-time event that can give us a good impression of what the global flood would have been like, the eruption at Mount St. Helens demonstrated that sedimentary layers hundreds of feet thick could be laid down in hours to days, that canyons can be formed rapidly, and how multiple fossilized forests could actually form as a result of a single volcanic eruption, and possibly even how coal seams could be produced quickly. So there's plenty of evidence for the global flood.